So 2 events in now to the MG Car Club Speed Series. The car had a good performance at Kerborough and also at Goodwood, but it didn't take long for upgrade itis to kick in. A need to want to go a little bit faster around the corners, and looking at the car, I think there's a few quick opportunities to do that. So first of all, we're going to lower the car. We're also going to be changing the differential, but in this video we're going to look at what's involved in lowering the front end of an MG Midget using the lowering spacer kit. This is the kit then, a relatively simple affair of some extended bolts, nylock nuts, and some spacers. The length of these spacers is 1/2 inch, and my understanding is with a 1/2 inch spacer underneath the spring pan to lower the spring pan down, what that will do is equate to around 1 inch of ride height lowering at the front end. Also at the back end, what I'm going to be doing is taking a leaf off one of the rear springs in order to soften the spring and again lower the rear. But let's focus on what's involved in fitting these. I think I can fit these without taking the suspension apart by simply doing 2 bolts at a time and then tightening them back up again. So a relatively quick job. Let's see what's involved. First step then, let's jack up and get this wheel off. Thinking here then is quite straightforward. I'm going to undo 2 of these 4 spring pan bolts here and undo the nuts underneath, and then put in 2 of the bolts in the kit without the spacer. So as I undo the other 2 bolts, the spring pan will drop down. Then with the spring pan drop down, I can insert complete the spacer and the bolt and tighten that up, then remove the 2 bolts that I've put in the first place, and then refit the spacer and tighten them up. So it should be a relatively quick job. So let's have a go. Right, so now we've got our spring pan held on by just 2 bolts. They're held in with bolts diagonally, got one at the front here, clear at the back. So if we take a look underneath, you can see the spring pad is held in by bolt at the front here, and it's clear at the back. So what I'm going to do now is put the spacer in here and then tighten those 2 up, and then I can undo these 2 and replace them with the spacers. Okay, so 15 minutes and those spacers have been fitted. If we look underneath the spring pan, you can see how those fit and how they space the spring pan down from the main wishbone by 1/2 inch
relatively quick job to do, replace and tighten up, and I didn't have to remove the suspension or the spring to be able to do it. So a nice easy upgrade that lowers the front of the car by about 1 inch.
So if you're looking to lower your car, maybe rubber bumper down to chrome bumper height, or if you'd like better handling and performance, here's a quick easy way to do it. It's easy to do, it's a cheap upgrade. I hope you found the video useful, and good luck with your improvements and modifications. See you on the next video.